Hey guys, Desolator Gaming here, and today I'm going to show you how to beat another variable state advantage play capable slot, and this time it's the crowd favorite, Rocket Rumble. Now, I have heard that somehow this isn't certified in the state of Nevada. I don't know what Blueberry is thinking, that's the manufacturer by the way. Their headquarters is in Nevada. I feel like that would be the number one target, and now I'm kind of wondering why it didn't get certified. But it's 2025 and I don't have to wonder anything, I asked AI. And the answers I got threw up more red flags than a Chinese parade. So considering this just came out in 2024, I assume they just had some little hitch or something. They just didn't like something they saw and it got delayed. That would be my guess. Now there is also a really high cost of certification, so they might have just said forget Nevada. I don't know, anyway, you gotta go to like New York or Wisconsin to find this one usually. So controversies aside, and the fact that nobody in Vegas can find this aside, how do you beat this slot? Well, it's pretty easy. It's a must hit by. The must hit by number on blue is 15. On green, it is 20. On purple, it is 35. And on red, who cares? But it's 100. There is a legendary story of a guy, I'm not sure how much he was betting, okay, but he sat down at a machine at one of the casinos that I'm familiar with, and the staff told me he sat down at 99. And chased it for about 8 hours for above 20,000 according to his own account. I am fairly certain the machine in question does not go above $12 a bet. However, if you hit that at 100, I mean, somewhere in the 30s or 40s, you're going to have the balloons unlocked, which is the max level, and then like every fifth spin is a 5 of a kind. I don't know the RTP on 100 because I don't care. It never happens, but the majority of the way people hit that one, or really even the purple one to be honest, is the rocket boost on the left there. So quite often the rocket boost symbol shows up and it'll launch at the meter. The meter means absolutely nothing, by the way. And you've got, I'd say at best, a 1 in 100 shot of it going off, but if it does, it rolls a random number between 1 and 7 and then picks a color. About 95% of the time, it's the blue one, but it adds the number to that number that's sitting there, and you get that many spins on that bonus. So if blue's already sitting at 13 or 14 and you get like a +7, you've pretty much got a green bonus. In my experience in testing, there is no difference. If you get 3 of the symbols, then you automatically get a wheel spin, but without the boost. You don't get the number, I believe. However, if you trigger it with 4 instead of 3, it crosses off the mini, the blue one, which is good because that one's awful. No, I've gotten huge wins on the blue one. You never know. If you just luckily spin what we just call the uranium rockets, I'm sure that's not their true name. And if you just get enough of those to flip usually the third tier of symbols, you're very likely to get a very good win. Now that tends to take about 15 to 20 spins. So if you get a bonus at 15, you're not going to do very well unless you do. You just pick up 3 rockets on the first 2 spins and giddy up. So like I said, it changes the symbols and you're just not going to get a 5 of a kind without it. Without at least flipping the third tier. So the blue bonus is pretty worthless, but I have gotten good wins occasionally. But that's why the green is worth so much more if it goes off at 20 or higher. And if one of those goes off early, you're actually kind of in trouble. So you actually don't want the wheel spin unless it comes with the number bonus. Kind of wild, huh? So it works kind of like the Buffalo machines where it flips the symbols over the more it progresses. Actually, it's really similar to Buffalo machines in that this has the same number of buffalo that they do because those are bison. Okay, we get it, Des. When are you going to stop mentioning that? Hey Siri, how much time do we have until the sun burns out? So because a lot of the statistical analysis people live in Nevada, I had trouble finding actual numbers on this. But also I'm not on any paid websites at all, never have been. I picked up some notes from some people back in the day, you know. But a random person and then a second person confirmed, so okay, that the numbers on this are blue doesn't matter, don't even play it if it's at 14. I disagree, but we'll get to that. Oh, real quick, this quick guide and all the quick guides for every single video on my entire channel, all in one place on my Patreon. For a couple bucks, you can download them all and support the channel. So check that out, link in the description in the comments. But as always, I give out this information for free. I just give a slightly more concise version of it that you can reference quicker on your phone if you help support what I'm doing here. Pretty good business model. Anyway, green you should play at 16. I absolutely assure you the number is 17. And then the purple one hits at 35, you need to be at 32. And you better not have anything better to do that day. I don't have exact accrual rates, which is weird because I have them for other games. But like I said, you know, I would put it at 200 to 400 spins. Somewhere in that ballpark to get a purple on average. Like, it's so few and far between that even if I watched 10,000 spins, I probably wouldn't have it. Well, 10K would do it, 1,000 wouldn't, and it's hard to play games that are this rare. If any of you guys want to go on YouTube and watch every single recording of Rocket Rumble ever, and let me know the accrual rate that you guys come to, have fun. But we did some testing with this and some verification myself with my group, obviously. And I would say that if it's at exactly 14 for the blue. And here's the other problem. I forgot to mention this. The accrual rate changes. So you're very, very, very likely to get rockets on the blue and the green when it's lower. And actually on purple as well, it seems. And then it slows down, and we don't know at what point it slows down, or if it slows down like between 13 and 14, or if there's just like a cap at 12 or whatever. We think we have theories, but if it's not linear, I might as well not even start counting in the first place. However, the blue bonus tends to pay like 20 to 30 to 40 times your bet, and it takes less spins than that to light it up on average. Just with our simple numbers. It wasn't a very scientific sample size, but that's what we got. So I would play it at 14. I wouldn't play it at 13. Other people have told me they played it at 13 but wouldn't play it at 12. So the numbers would be 14, 17, 32, don't bother. So I'd be thinking, oh no, that guy just had a bad run, 99. Like, why would you not do that? Okay. In my entire life and my entire crew together, we have collectively seen the red rocket go up one number one time. Is it worth playing at 99? Maybe. I mean, you got to wonder how did it get there in the first place, but I don't know, man. It resets to 50. You always see numbers like 85, 70, 60 on there. I just don't believe that 10 people hit the red rocket. I don't know. Who knows? Now, I should mention this is a stealth check game, which means you can walk past, look down, and keep walking. You don't have to touch anything. You don't have to, in a near empty casino at 4 a.m, hear boop, 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 as you're clearly announcing to everybody that you're checking everything, even after turning the volume all the way down. Not good if you're in a casino that's not friendly to advantage players. However, I've never seen this without a 1 and 2 cent denom, so you could look down and you'll just see whatever the last thing they played was, and then you'll get half the story. So what you actually want to do is click on, 2 cents if it's on 1 or 1 cent if it's on 2, and then the first thing it does when it wakes up after a little delay is scream Rocket Rumble at the top of his lungs, even if the volume is relatively low. So it goes from, as far as audio levels are concerned, it goes from normal but terrible to ear-shatteringly like THX sound at the beginning of a 2000s movie. People ducking for cover under the craps table thinking that it's the Armageddon that we've all been waiting for. And as soon as it gets picked up on the Richter scale, we're probably going to get a tactical strike from NORAD in response. Those are the 3 audio levels that they've chosen for this cabinet. Just FYI. But usually in a group of like 3 of these, about one of them's going to have broken audio at any given time. So there you go. It's kind of like a gamble. So if you want to really, really check it, just be careful of who's around, who's looking at you, who's following you around, that kind of stuff, or just play at casinos where they honestly don't care. So it's a pretty fun game. I don't love long run stuff because, it's slightly in your favor. It's like 5%, 105% RTP. Ooh, I'm rich. It's more like, I want to play some fun stuff in a casino. I walked in. Oh, look, this is in my favor. So over the long run, I shouldn't lose money. I might. I'm in a casino. I'm playing for entertainment. So like serious AP players don't really jump on at those numbers. They'll look for like an 18 or they'll look for like a 33, 34. But this is a great one for casuals or just for like ultra long-term people who aren't like, yeah, I got to make money. I'm doing this as a side hustle. I got to make 20,000 a year or else. I use AP Play to pay my bills, which these days you really just shouldn't do. This ain't the machine for you. All these long run 500 spins in until it hits kind of stuff, that ain't for you. Trust me, they're never 200% in your favor. Like you walk up to Regal Riches and the number's at 9 on blue, you're going to be in for about 5 to 10 spins. And that is guaranteed money. That's like a 200-300% RTP. Boop, 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 win money, walk out, ta-da. These long run ones, they're just for like practically entertainment value where you'll just like interested in the fact that in the long run you're always going to win, but the short term might be a little bumpy and it's only, like I said, 5-10%. So, nobody takes these seriously. No serious AP players. But an advantage play is an advantage play. So, I mean, now you know. But like I said before, I got all the quick guides on my Patreon account, link in the description in the comments if you want to go support me just because I'm helping a brother out, or if you want to get access to all of the quick guides in just little JPEGs that you can download on your phone and reference, just flip through them and find the game real quick and ta-da. I mean, there are better databases out there on paid sites, but they cost way more than my Patreon, and mine look prettier. So if you're interested in that, it's a couple bucks over there, so I'd appreciate it. It's kind of blowing up lately. I really appreciate the support. It's actually letting us go out, travel more, go to more distant stuff, get real live examples, and yeah, really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And if you appreciate me, subscribe for more and leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time.